Today at Widowmaker Studios, I'm taking a look at ISP's Theta preamp. So the Theta preamp has been on the market for quite a while, and I think it's a preamp that often gets overlooked. I think there's so many options that it really makes it a versatile pedal. I guess since there's so many options, it kind of throws people off in exactly like how to use it. I'm gonna show you guys how the Theta preamp works and how I like to use it to shape my tones. We have two gain stages here. We have the clean preamp and the distort preamp. We have two gains on the distortion that we get to toggle through, and we have the preamp, the clean preamp, that we actually get to turn on and off. And what's really, really cool about this is the clean preamp actually runs before the distort preamp, so you actually get to shape your tone before you even distort it. And then of course you have the distort channel on and off. And it wouldn't be an ISP pedal if it didn't already include the decimator noise gate. Let me start turning some knobs and show you guys how this thing sounds. We're gonna take a look at the distort preamp. I'm gonna show you guys what it sounds like in stock with everything in the middle. We go to the second gain. So there's two different gains that you can go through. I kind of like gain number 2 right now. It's just vibing, but if you want something a little drier and not so saturated, gain 1 is also a good choice. Every knob on here has plus 15 and minus 15, with the exception of the mid sweep knob. It's actually a sweep, so when you're boosting or taking away from the mids, you can choose exactly what area of the mids you're boosting or taking away from. You see, if you scoop the mids, you kind of get like this classic metal tone. So it's pretty classic, you know, real thrashy, mid-scoopy, just like high-end and low-end, just punch you right in the face. But what if we want to go a little bit more modern? You know, we probably would want more mids, so I'm going to go back to 0, and let's boost the mids up and see what we can find. Sounds pleasing. This preamp is kind of scooped a little bit on its own, so finding an area that you really like and boosting it really you know, helps bring a little more mid chunk and body to everything. Everybody loves bass. And then what's cool is the treble. Like, the treble sounds really awesome. And then you have the decimator that, you know, cleans all that up. So that sounds really metal. It's got a lot of bass, it's got everything we want, but what if we want to take it like a step further, get a little more modern, a little more bitier, and dare I say it, a little more gentier? Well, that's where the clean preamp comes in. What's really cool is you get to shape your tone before it even hits the distort. So, you know, when it comes to extended range and gent tones, you probably want to roll off some bass before you hit the distortion, and like an overdrive would do, you know, do a little bit of mid boost and maybe some taming of the high end. So I'm going to turn on the clean preamp, and you're going to notice there's going to be a little bit of gain staging shift So you're gonna watch me mess with the gain and the level, because the input of the clean and the output is how it's going to affect the in of the dirty. Now you can already see, just turning it on and gain staging it, it already has like this more saturation to it, which is kind of like an overdrive or a boost pedal or something like that that you might have put before this. So we're going to use the EQ and kind of like, what do your favorite overdrives do? We're kind of going to mimic that with the EQ. So one of the things I'm going to do is roll off the bass, add some sweet mids, and control the treble, because sometimes that gets a little too hissy, you know, like turning the tone knob all the way up on your overdrive. Don't worry about taking bass out, because we can always add it back post, which is a common, you know, modern metal trick. Tame that high end, you know, getting rid of it a little bit, shoving it down is just helping give a little more clarity, and if we ever want to bring it back up, we can do it in post. Bringing it up gives us a little more gentier tone, so I'm going to bring it up just a little bit, and then I'm going to turn up the gate, because I actually want to go for that djent tone. Could kind of mess with the gain, and you can kind of see where I'm going here, how I'm adjusting, you know, I'm using my ears and just deciding where I want to go and then doing that. So you can see right there, we kind of went through like thrash, rock, metal, modern, djent, all real quick with this pedal. And one last feature that really sold me that I want to show you guys is the clean. I'm putting everything back at 0. We're going to turn our distort off, so we're only running the clean preamp. It's only going to be running this top half. I'm going to switch to a single coil on both of these pickups, and I'm going to show you what it sounds like. It sounds clean, you know, but that's it. It just, in the middle, it sounds clean. It's a little dull. It's not like bassy. It's just like a good starting point, which is cool because we can mold it into exactly what we want. So what I would do with my cleans is usually there's like some mids that I immediately want to take out because we want to clean it up, right? So I'm going to take out some mids. We're going to add some bass, and of course the treble. it gets really glassy. It can go even more than that. Good pickups help a long way, but as you can see, whatever I like hear in my head, this pedal just has the abilities to go there. And that's kind of really why I wanted to cover the Theta preamp, because I feel like a lot of people want options these days, but when it's looking them straight in the face, they don't know exactly how to approach it. So this is kind of my approach to this preamp and how I would use it to shape my tones. I mean, it could be used for rock, metal, djent, modern, you know, clean, probably even bluegrass, country, a lot of other stuff like that, which is why this pedal just makes it, it's made itself onto my board, and I really enjoy playing with it a lot. So thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to click subscribe and like. I'm gonna have some other videos coming out. I'm gonna be actually doing a preamp pedal shootout, an overdrive pedal shootout, and I'm gonna be taking a look at some other gear that I wanna bring into the light. So thank you all for tuning in. My name is Joshua Lopez from Widowmaker Studios, and we'll see you guys next time.